It's Friday, February 3rd. This is a pre-opening SPY report. About a half hour to go before the open. The market reacted negatively to the non-farm payroll report. You can see pre-market range is definitely wide and skewing to the downside to open. It looks like that's going to give us a 2 down day if we open down here, which then has projections to kind of fill this gap between the high of this bar on Tuesday and the low of yesterday's bar. Again, totally not surprising that after this kind of a move up yesterday to a key kind of target area up in that 419 area that we pause, and then in this case maybe even pull back a little bit today. So you're going to be biased to the downside. The only way things could really move up if you get some kind of green opening here that goes above the halfway point of yesterday, which is kind of above this yellow line. This is kind of represents the close of aftermarket trading yesterday. So until we get above that line, I'm looking anything green. I would look for green to red. More likely, we're just going to get something red to start. I would kind of look to play that with puts in some form. And again, we can come all the way down here to fill in this gap. If you look at that chart, that's kind of down here to the 408 area. That's kind of an area. The key thing is how this month and week is going to end. The weekly open is the red line. The monthly open is the yellow line. So as long as we're above there, we're biased to the upside. But today is going to be more of a consolidation pullback day. You can envision if we really stay weak all day, we could really get a big shooter bar here at the end of the week, and that might set up some lower prices going into next week. If we hold down there, if nothing else, it'll set up a big wick on this weekly bar, which would prove to be a little resistance coming into next week. Let's say we close like down here and this whole area is a big wick, then any move up next week, so this could be, depending how the day ends up, could be troublesome in the short run going forward. We could be moving below the yellow line into next week, which turns that monthly chart back to red. And I've discussed how we had this inside monthly bar that a lot of times inside bars do fail on their breakouts. So you have the upward attempt, and then if we end up going below this yellow line either today or next week, then that all of a sudden puts us in a position where maybe the month of February is failing. At that point, we monitor to see if we get the halfway point of the prior month and go all the way to the lows. So keep that in mind. I mean, that's what we're looking for. Yes, you had a big breakout. Yes, everyone's all excited about the upside, but we're just going to have to see, what kind of day unfolds. That's kind of the key. And by the end of the day, we'll have a lot more information about that. But for now, I get the feeling there'll at least be, hopefully, I'm hoping for a little bit of green to start, and look to buy some puts to at least take out these lows, see how much lower we want to go into that gap area in here, and then kind of see what day unfold. We'll watch structure. That'll be when you watch the 15-minute structure all day. That'll kind of give us an indication of is buying coming in down here, which that would kind of hold the whole long-term picture back to the upside, or are people not going to be buying this little pullback, and maybe we get a lot of weakness unfolding. So anything's possible. Just have to watch it, but definitely buys to the downside today. Even though I think after this big run up, if the breakout's real, people will be buying, lower prices. People who missed out on this move, they're all looking for that, but I don't know if today is going to be the day. So anyway, let's watch what happens and kind of maybe update things midday and see where we stand.